Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. How y'all doing? I'm not here for a long time. For a minute. Look, y'all, I got this new lip gloss and I love it. It smells good too. It was worth it. It was worth it. Hey, y'all, come on in here. Y'all know I'm not going to be long, but hello. Hello, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What y'all doing today? How's y'all Thursday? Y'all know what I'm finna ask. So, has everybody did their positive affirmation? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know if y'all have done y'all positive affirmations. I'm glad if y'all did. And if you haven't, start doing your positive affirmation. Start doing your positive affirmation. Okay? It's very important to keep your mind level during the week because I know some of us have busy life schedules, busy work schedules, busy schedules, just period. So make sure y'all doing what y'all need to do. Hey, Miss Angie, what's going on, baby? What's going on? Thank you, Miss Angie. So are you. You're beautiful. So are you, Miss Angie. What's going on, baby? Hey, Miss Jamaica. Okay, you're driving and listening. How y'all doing? Come on in here. Come on in here. I give y'all a few more minutes. Leave about 30 seconds. Let's say 30 seconds. I'm gonna give y'all 30 seconds, okay? Real quick, like. Okay. Real quick, like. Okay. So y'all know y'all see my topic, and the topic is positivity or neglect-tivity, right? So I want to talk about how positive enforcement changes the way that we think, right? If you have a positive outlook on something, even though I think sometimes if it turns negative, it's not such a hard blow because the positivity tends to kind of I would say structure your thinking on making things look better, right? Instead of negative vibes. If you always thinking negative, if you keep having negative thoughts, then when are you going to be positive? Or if you keep having negative thoughts, you can speak it as a reality or you can think it as a reality. And sometimes that's not good. Sometimes we tend to neglect our positive brain functions because we just think that negativity is who we are or it is the makeup of us, just being negative. Now, I want to say this because, a lot of people tend to think negatively and it spews out in the way that they act or the way that they think, period. It spews out on other people. It spews out in your day-to-day life, even in your job atmosphere. If you have a negative outlook on everything, things are not going to have a positive effect for you. So I'm just saying sometimes you have to change your brain I guess, your brain structure or the way that you're thinking in order to have positivity flow correctly for you moving forward. Hi Trina, how you doing, beautiful? It's just so many people out here that mental is kind of distorted because they're still dealing maybe with some childhood traumas. It could be trauma that you dealt with when you were little, or it can be your mid age, or your 20s, or your early teens. But you have to deal with those traumas in order to have a positive outlook on your life moving forward. You do. Yes, people are going to try to diminish your positivity. They're going to try to tarnish your positivity. But I say to you, only strong minds and minds that cannot be easily manipulated will not let that happen. You know why? Because with positive thinking and positive reinforcement, they're not going to allow that to happen. Sometimes people, you said, those traumas will come back in your adult life. They will. Trust me, because I'm a firm living believer of that. You know what I'm saying? I had to check myself and, get me a therapist because some of my childhood traumas spilled into my adult life. So I was living my adult life in trauma most of my adult life. But if you want to start living healthier and you want your mind to be a little healthier, you have to get that help. And sometimes you can't do it alone. Sometimes you do need to speak to someone who don't even know your situation, so you can get a better evaluation of how you're thinking and how you're going to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Some people sometimes not ready. Hey, Miss Teresa, how you doing? Beautiful. What's going on? Some people don't like that positive reinforcement. You know why? Because it's easier to be negative. It's easier to stay in the trauma that you're in because you're used to it. You've been had the trauma for so long that you're used to the trauma. You're used to the trauma. You're used to negative outlooks and negative reactions, or maybe negative results. But sometimes you have to think positive. If you just think positive, the size of a mustard seed sometimes. If you think positive sometime, your outlook is not going to be always negative. That's just the way I see it. It's my opinion, and this is my observation, like Ashley always say. But this is just my opinion. I'm just going by my own experiences in life, because sometimes people don't get that. Sometimes people don't get the luxury of having support systems. Sometimes people feel like they have to do it on their own. You know what I'm saying? But if you have that therapist or that person who's going to do a positive reinforcement with you to dig a little deeper into what you feel that you need to work on for you, no one else, because no one can change you but you. Yeah, you can get people who try to change you, but that's not going to last long, because if that's not who you are, that's not who you're going to end up being. You have to be ready to change your life for you. No one else. No one else. Now, we were going through situations on this internet with a few people who don't believe in positivity. They believe in negativity. But if you stay true to who you are at all times, and you're not on the internet capping or trying to be somebody you're not for supporters, or just lying about who you really are. If you're just an imposter on here spewing lies for a fan base, a platform fan base, your negative energy is not going to last long. Only to those who want to remain negative. So I say to that too, what kind of following do you want to have? Just think about it. Because sometimes, yeah, like I say, women, we can get a little messy, we can get a little catty, right? But sometimes you have to reel that back in and stay to your general self. If you're generally who you are, no one can take that from you. If you're strong minded, if you believe in who you are as a person, no one can ever take that. Yes, sometimes we get on here and defend a lie that has been told, but we don't go back and forth with people. You know why? Because at some point you have to realize that person's mentality is not as strong as yours. You it's not. Sometimes the mentality is not as strong as yours. And Miss Trina said exactly, some life coaches need a therapist in real life. Let me tell you something. My therapist has a therapist. My therapist has a therapist. I think that's very healthy. You know why? Because how can she feed me positive energy if she's a mental wreck? What if she deals with several people? And I know that she does. She has a lot of people that she counsel on a daily. So, how would it be healthy for her to move in her craft if she's not healthy in the mind? I'm just saying. So if you are a life coach and you proclaim to be a life coach, you might need a life coach. You might need a life coach to keep you balanced. Because if you're a life coach and you're on here spewing lies, or you're getting very, well, the character that you portray was calm. But now you're on here on a rampage. If you're on a rampage and you're out here outlandishly lying and acting out and doing this and that and the other and making excuses on why you're doing it, you're not really a life coach. You're not. Maybe you might need to recertify, get your recertifications, because that's not life coaching. I would never want to see my life coach on the internet acting a fool, and it's very against what she's taught me. That don't look well. Now, what she does in her private life, I have no control over that. But if she is a public figure and she is on the internet, I would never want to see her spazzing out, because then I would feel like I wasted my money. I just would. But positivity and neglectivity neglectivity is a word that I made up. I'm sorry, y'all. It's a word that I made up, and I only made the hi, Miss Lynn. How you doing, beautiful? Hey, stopping to show love. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Lynn. But you have to take yourself out of the equation and think about, what would I do if I were in that shoe? Sometimes. That's sometimes, right? What would I do if I was in that shoe? If I was thinking healthier, what would I do? If that makes any sense. What would I do if I was thinking more healthier to make myself um, move forward positively, positively? What would I do? And how can I change my thinking pattern or my neglectful behaviors? That's the question, y'all. Y'all know I'm always wiping my nose because it be chilly in here. But people, I just want y'all to go today knowing that I want my channel built on, hey William, how you doing? I just want my people to know that only a healthy mindset will give you positive results. If you still want a negative outcome to your life, Staying where you are. It's not going to be healthy for you, though, if you're trying to live healthy or if you're trying to be an influence for someone. It don't work that way. Yes, we have a lot of people on here who are dealing with self issues that um, may not have the resources or may not have the capability to get the help that they need. So they're going to stay in negativity. It may be something that they're not happy with themselves. But sometimes we have to rise above that, people, and make sure that we're doing everything that we can do mentally to keep our composure. Hey, boo. How you doing, Vegas? But we have to, y'all. We can't be out here just spewing hurt on other people because we're hurt. They usually say hurt people hurt people. That's what they say, right? So if you don't want to be that person that's going to spew hurt to other people, or you don't want to spew hurt to other people because, hey, I want my life to be better. Okay. Okay, Vegas. That's what's up. But you love Chicago. You know, I'm from Chicago, right? Yeah. Okay. We got to talk, you know. But you can't be out here spewing hate or unhealthiness on other people because your life is unhealthy or you don't want to grow. You don't want your mental mentality to grow other than or further than what it is because you're so comfortable living in that. If that's how you want to live, that is your prerogative. But for my people, I want you all to challenge trying to be positive, spewing out positive energy. Because you know what? Because I'm a believer in God, I believe God sees that and He blesses that and He gives people for helping others become positive, become more enlightened with themselves. Let me just say that. Let me just say that. Yeah, I did. I did tell you so. I can't wait for you to come back. I can't wait for you to come back. But I'm not in the city no more. I'm pretty sure your mom will tell you. I ain't in the city no more, baby. But yes, y'all have to make sure that when you take your daily walk of life and you woke up on the right side of the ground, and I mean, and you're not 6 feet, you have to think every day, how am I going to change my day today? How am I going to make it positive for me? I just need to focus on my positivity and my personal growth. I want to be healthy. I want to be healed and I want to be whole in my mind. I want it not to look like I'm dealing with so much trauma because I want to get the help that I need or I want to apply something in my life to make me more positive. Miss Trina said, you are exactly 100. Hurt people loves hurting people. But in reality, it's hard not giving them what they deserve by silence is the key. Oh, but silence is the key. Silence is the key. Sometimes. It just depends on how long the person that is hurt has been hurting you. Now, you're not just going to want to sit up there and let someone continue to hurt you, are you? I know I'm not. But it's always a way to do things as well. It's always a way to handle things. You get what I'm saying? I feel like because some people are not emotionally intelligent, it's hard to have conversations with people now. But I say this, as long as you're healing yourself and you're trying to make yourself a better person, you'll know how to handle it the right way. And forget the negativity. You just move on in your positivity. You feel what I'm saying? You get that? I love y'all. And I told y'all I wasn't going to be on here long, but I love each and every last one of y'all. Thank y'all for supporting me so, so much. If you have not, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost a thing. And I am out. I want y'all to have a beautiful Thursday. Make sure y'all doing y'all positive affirmation, people. I'm going to preach that every time y'all see me. Just about. Just about. I'm going to preach that every time because I believe my people can be healthy in the mind and whole. That's really a passion of mine. I want people to be healthier in their mind, thinking that their life can be better if they have positive enforcement. Hello, Simply Toya. How you doing, boo? I'm finna end it. But I appreciate you coming in here giving me that view. You so beautiful and I love you for it. But I love y'all. And I just want the best for all the people that follow me, all the people that subscribe to my page. I'm going to be coming out with some more content. I do have to put a cooking video out. But the editing, y'all, it'd be so much. And then I'll be having so much going on. So I am going to get it out. I will have a travel video coming up and I will be posting that. But I love y'all and thank y'all for so much support. And thank y'all to all the people who want to change their life for the better, who want to be positive in thinking, who want to walk in positivity, who want to walk in truth. Nothing wrong with walking in truth, in your truth. Let me just say that because a lot of people say, this is my truth. Walk in your truth and make sure that you're walking a healthy walk. All right, people? That's all I got to say. I love y'all. Have a good day. It is Thursday. We are almost at the end of the week. And guess what, guys? We almost here. We made it. We've pretty much made it. We made it over that hump. So I love y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.